The engine of Detroit has never been idle. Every day steam rises from the Motor City Underground. Each drop of Detroit Steam Vodka is handcrafted with the same passion that went into the foundation of this city. We will not falter in our dedication to bring you a product that embodies the spirit of Detroit. This is Detroit Steam Vodka.
Jennifer Chambers. The Detroit News published 8:14 p.m. EDT May 17, 2019. Michigan will use a new scoring system to make third-grade retention decisions under the state's controversial reading law that could promote thousands of students who still need additional reading help. But state education officials believe the new retention guidelines more precisely pinpoint a third grader's reading ability and better determine whether a child should be held back. The Michigan Department of Education announced this week it approved a set of cut scores, selected points on a test score scale, for third graders taking the Michigan Student Test of Educational Progress, or MSTEP, in 2020 that will be used to make decisions for retentions. Only 5% of third-grade students would have been held back under the new scoring system had it been applied to 2018 scores, state officials say. That figure is in dramatic contrast to the 55.6% or 56,850 of Michigan's third graders who scored less than proficient on English language arts portion of the test in 2018. The new system creates a set of numeric scores to determine whether a child will be flagged for retention in third grade, offered additional supports but not retained, or be promoted to fourth grade without extra support. The reading law, adopted in 2016, stops third-grade students from moving to the fourth grade, with some exemptions, if they read a grade level behind on the state's English language arts assessment, which measures reading, writing, listening and language. State officials say the decision to retain will not be made using performance level rankings from MSTEP, such as not proficient or partially proficient. A performance level of not proficient on the LA test does not necessarily tell us if the student is a grade level behind in terms of their reading, MDE Deputy Superintendent Vanessa A. Kiesler said in a memo. To establish the cut scores, state education officials worked with groups of educators, technical experts and literacy experts over a 6-month period in 2018 to create a standard-setting process, state officials said. Based on the cut scores, a student must score 1,272 or higher on the LA assessment to meet the third-grade reading requirements, between 1253 and 1271 to have additional supports recommended but not required and not be retained, or score 1,252 or lower to be subject to the state's retention policy. The cut scores were built by looking at questions on the test, the difficulty of those questions and what questions are appropriate to meet the state benchmark, said Naomi Norman, Assistant Superintendent for Achievement and System Support at Washtenaw ISD and a member of the Cut Score Review Committee.